Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the ultimate golf ball test. Over the last 5 weeks, I've been testing the best 18 golf balls on the market with the sole goal of finding out which is the best golf ball in the world. We have had some shocking results. Some of the most popular golf balls in the world have really struggled with this test, while other lesser known brands have really made a name for themselves. But today isn't about performance, it's about durability. I have put these golf balls through the most brutal durability test, and I'm going to show you the 5 golf balls that survive this ordeal and the 5 golf balls you need to avoid. And on top of that, I finally reveal which golf ball I'm going to put in my bag. Let's get into it. Across this test series, I have hit over 1,500 shots with 4 different golf clubs. And after collecting all of this data, I ranked all of these golf balls based on their distance, their spin, and their build quality. If you haven't seen all of the episodes in this series, on screen now are the full and final rankings for the performance testing. As you can see, the TaylorMade TP5X tops this ranking. But if you want to see how it managed to top this leaderboard, head over to the channel after this video and watch the series in full. There were some eye-opening results throughout this series. But for this final video in this series, I have added a brutal durability test. Because what's the point of a golf ball that performs if it's not going to last a round of golf? For this test, I hit each golf ball 10 times with a sand wedge that had sharpened grooves. I was hitting these shots as full as I can, and I was trying to rip the cover off each and every one of these golf balls. On top of that, I headed over to the golf course and I hit 10 bunker shots with each golf ball. Now, if this testing process sounds familiar, it's because it probably is. I stole this durability test off of Rick Shields, but I did something a little bit different to make sure that this test was as brutal as it could be. I marked each and every one of these golf balls with a red dot and a red line to make sure that I was hitting the golf ball in the same place every single time. So each and every one of these 20 shots was hit from the exact same place. This was a focused and extreme durability test. Now, I'll be honest with you, some of these golf balls didn't even get close to passing. Now, if you're a subscriber of the channel, you will know that I don't drip feed or tease you guys with these results. So on screen now are the full rankings for the durability test. And I've got a few standout performances to go through. First off, the Mizuno golf balls were terrible when it comes to durability. Even the logos were starting to show some wear and tear, and the area of the golf ball that I was trying to hit was nowhere near the logos. So this wear and tear was purely coming from the golf ball hitting the screen in the simulator and landing on the green for the bunker shots. Srixon's new Z-Star range has improved from previous models. Over the years, the Z-Star range has been known for developing a bit of a seam on its cover, but the Z-Star XV was the only one to develop that seam this year. Srixon have clearly worked on the durability of their golf balls for 2025, and the Z-Star Diamond really impressed. It made it into the top 5. Both TaylorMade golf balls ranked highly in this durability test, and when you factor in that the TaylorMade TP5 was the best performing golf ball overall, I'd argue that this is probably the best golf ball in the world right now. But the biggest shock for me is the Callaway Chrome Soft. Despite its softer cover, it was the most durable golf ball I tested. Over the years, I would never have described a Callaway golf ball as durable, but the 2025 Callaway Chrome Soft passed this durability with flying colors. Now, that's a soft golf ball. And on the flip side, you'd expect harder golf balls to perform better in durability tests. But some golf balls, like the Mizuno Pro S, really failed this test. And it just goes to show how important the golf ball cover really is. Now, durability is only part of the story. As average golfers who pay for golf balls, we want our balls to be as durable as possible. But at the same time, we're looking for a golf ball that performs. Let's take all of the data and all of the testing into consideration and figure out which golf balls you should put in the bag and which golf balls you should avoid at all costs. When it comes to choosing a golf ball, most golfers fit into 2 categories. Those who want more distance and those who want more spin. So I've broken down my play and avoid picks into these 2 categories. And the first one we're going to look at is distance. If you want more distance from your golf ball, these are the 5 golf balls I would pick for you. We've got the TaylorMade TP5X, which is arguably the best all-round golf ball, and it was the second longest from all 18 golf balls I tested. We've got the Wilson Staff model, which was actually the longest golf ball that I tested. Interestingly, we've got the TaylorMade TP5, which has a little bit of extra spin, but that spin didn't hurt its distance as much as I expected. And the same goes for the Wilson Staff Model X. This was a really long golf ball considering how much spin it actually had. And finally, we've got the Callaway Chrome Soft. Now, this ball was only 10th in distance, but its elite durability and consistency earns its spot in my top 5. So if you're looking for a golf ball that goes a long way, those 5 golf balls are a great choice. But which ones do you need to avoid? The Titleist Pro V1X tops the avoid list for distance. Tour players love this golf ball for its spin, but average golfers chasing extra yards, this ain't the ball for you. I've also included the Titleist Pro V1 in this list. This golf ball was consistently middle of the pack across all of the data points that I tested, and for the price, it just didn't seem worth it. A bit of a jack of all trades, master of none sort of scenario here for the Pro V1. The Strixon Z-Star Diamond was also a little bit too spinny for those looking for some distance. The Mizuno Pro S lacked in both in distance and durability. And finally, the Bridgestone Tour BXS. This is the spinnier version of the Tour B golf balls, but it's designed for golfers with higher swing speeds than 105 miles an hour. So if you want to get some performance out of that golf ball, you do need to be swinging it faster than that. Let's move on to my play and avoid list for those golfers looking for some extra spin. We'll start off with the 5 golf balls that I would recommend. Top of the list is the Strixon Z-Star Diamond. Excellent spin with the wedge and great control. The Titleist Pro V1X lives up to its reputation around the greens. Great spin around the greens. The TaylorMade TP5 had a softer feel, but still delivers a ton of spin. The Callaway Chrome Soft is also on this list. Surprising amount of control with its durability and distance, but it does have a very soft feel. And finally, the Wilson Staff Model X. Very good spin considering how long this golf ball is as well. It may have lacked a little bit in durability, but the price of this golf ball more than makes up for its downfalls. And who doesn't love a long and spinny golf ball? Now, if you do desire a bit more spin, then these are the 5 golf balls I would avoid. Top of this list is the TaylorMade TP5X. Don't be fooled by the X in the name. This is a low spinning golf ball. The Mizuno Pro X was the lowest spinning golf ball from the whole test, and its durability is very poor. The Bridgestone Tour BX, again built for higher swing speeds, and this is the lowest spinning golf ball of the 2 I tested. The Wilson Staff model. This was an incredibly long golf ball, but it was long because it was low spin. And finally, the Callaway Chrome Tour. Much like the Titleist Pro V1, this was a bit of a jack of all trades, but not great for spin. My goal for this series was to provide you guys with all of the information you need to make an informed decision about your golf game. Make sure you watch the full series to get a full understanding of all of the data on these golf balls. And now that I've collected all of this data, analyzed all this data, it's time for me to pick which golf ball is going in my bag. So after 6 weeks and 1,500 shots, it's time for me to make my decision. The golf ball that I've decided to go into my bag is the Wilson Staff Model X. This golf ball ranked 3rd in distance, 5th in spin, and 2nd overall, only to the TaylorMade TP5X. The TP5X was technically the better golf ball, but at my handicap, I'd probably lose it before I actually saw any wear and tear. And on top of that, the Wilson golf ball is £7 a dozen cheaper than the TaylorMade ones. And over the course of a season, that is seriously gonna rack up. I've actually already played a round of golf with this golf ball. I carded a 77 with 3 birdies, which is the best round I have ever played. I'm not saying it's all down to the golf ball, but it is a bit of a coincidence. So I already feel like I've made a very good choice. Now that's the good news from this test series, but I also have some bad news. I have a list of golf balls that I will never buy again. And here they are. We've got both the Mizuno Pro X and the Pro S on this list. Both of these golf balls had really poor durability and really poor performance compared to the other golf balls in this test. I'm not necessarily saying they are bad golf balls, but compared to the other 16 premium golf balls I tested, these were probably the worst. Also on this list are both of the Bridgestone golf balls. As it's been pointed out to me, the Bridgestone Tour BX and the Tour BXS are both designed for swing speeds higher than I'm playing at. So these are probably great golf balls, but only for faster swing speeds than mine. And finally, the most shocking golf ball on this list is the Titleist Pro V1. For me, it just doesn't justify the price anymore. Like I said earlier on in this video, it feels like the Titleist Pro V1 is trying to do everything. It's trying to be a long golf ball and it's trying to be a spinny golf ball. But as we've found throughout this test series, there are better golf balls at doing both of those things. The Wilson Staff Model X was both longer and spinnier than the Pro V1. So you're getting the best of both worlds from a cheaper golf ball. But that's my choice. I want to know which golf ball you guys would pick. If you've watched this whole series, you've watched 6 videos on 18 different golf balls. You've seen all of the data and you've seen the durability test. Which golf ball would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Do you think I'm making a good choice with the Wilson Staff Model X? Personally, I'm very happy. This test series has been an absolute journey from start to finish, so thank you so much for everyone who's watched this whole series. If you have missed any of the earlier episodes, I have set up a playlist specifically for this test series. So if you want to go and check out some more in-depth data about all of these golf balls, head over to that playlist and start watching from the beginning. All of the videos are about 10 to 12 minutes long, so it shouldn't take too long to get through the whole series. So make sure you check it out. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching this whole video. If you're still here and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next week for another video.